Hello, everyone, and welcome to another broadcast on the Spartan live stream. This Friday evening, we have a big Middle Border Conference matchup between your Somerset Spartans and the Osceola Chieftains. This should be a good one tonight, folks, that could have some significant seeding implications over this weekend, so we appreciate that you have joined us to watch it. My name is Will Rossmiller, and I am joined on the microphone tonight by the one and only Cody Wallen. If you are new to the Spartan live stream, everyone involved is a staff member at Somerset High School. Wallen is a social studies teacher, and I teach ELA at SHS. We also appreciate the work of our camera operator tonight, sophomore Izzy Osborne. The Somerset Spartans come into this game riding high on a fantastic 5-game winning streak. The Spartans stand at 16-5 overall in the season and are third in the Middle Border Conference with an 8-4 mark. These Spartans will look to exact their revenge on the Chieftains after Osceola defeated Somerset earlier this season, January 9th to be exact, where the Chieftains came out victorious by a score of 47-44. It has been a week since the Spartans were last in action as they last played Friday last week against the Altoona Railroaders. Kane Donnelly, the junior, came to play in that game, scoring 31 points, one shy of his season high. And the Spartans came out victorious with a score of 70-42. Somerset will look to keep the momentum going against their conference opponents tonight. The Osceola Chieftains entered tonight's contest with an overall record of 15-7 and an NBC mark of 10-2. Good enough for second in the conference, right behind the Prescott Cardinals. Osceola has had a great season overall, but has struggled as of late in the win column, losing 3 of their last 4 games. This could end up being a gauntlet of a week for Osceola, as they lost to New Richmond on Monday, 70-45, Rice Lake on Tuesday, 53-43, and now have to take on the Somerset Spartan squad that is firing on all cylinders. Another point of note or interest is that we do have a Spartan senior who is within range this season to score his 1,000th career point. Dylan Lusha is currently 51 points shy, at least according to WisSports.com, of scoring that magical 1,000 point this season. So we probably do not expect that to happen tonight. Obviously, that would be a historic performance by Lusha. But I think us in the live stream and the folks at home here in Somerset are hopeful that hopefully on Monday night next week, the Spartans who host Regis for senior night, we could see Dylan get that 1,000th point in that game. Well, once again, folks, we want to thank you so much for tuning into the Spartan live stream. Throughout the night, we will update you on all things Somerset High School athletics, and we'll throw in some fun stats and other fun information as we go. We also want to take some time to thank WisSports.net for all of the free and helpful information that they provide us on this broadcast. They are not a sponsor per se, but at Wallen, we could not do what we do without WisSports.net.
Absolutely not. They do a great job updating, and shout out to the coaches that regularly update their stats and all those things on a regular, timely basis so we can get this information to you.
Even just in the short time that we've done the live stream, this is our 5th year, the amount of information that has been granted to us in that time period is just quadrupled, if not more, because WisSport and the coaches have provided kind of the time and effort to make it easily accessible. So, additional point of interest here tonight, we referenced it in the opening paragraph of that script. The Spartans and Osceola kind of neck and neck in the Middle Border, and there is seeding this weekend, Wallen. It could be interesting. These two teams, obviously in the same regional, same sectional. So depending on what could happen here, a Spartan win could potentially get majority home field, or home court, I should say, throughout the initial rounds of the playoffs. A loss, and who knows really what could happen. The computer can do some crazy things when it comes to seeding, for better or for worse. But this should be an exciting one here tonight. We got a packed gym. It's a packed house on this Friday evening. A good student section here on Student Appreciation Night. Should be fun.
I was just say, I think this is our most packed gym we've had all season so far, at least for basketball. And yeah, Middle Border Conference matchup against Osceola, our closest located rival here in the Middle Border Conference. The guys are excited. They've been talking about this one all week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. We'll break down more of the teams and the game as we go here, but we're going to send it down to the floor for the starting lineups and the national anthem. Thank you so much again for tuning in to the Spartan live stream.
game featuring the visiting Osceola Chieftains. And your hometown Somerset Spartans. Now, to honor America, would you please rise if you are able, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Now, if you please direct your attention to the video scoreboard for important announcements. Some things bear repeating. The WIA, the school district of Somerset, the Middle Border Conference, asks all spectators to respect and honor the hard work of all these student athletes, coaches, and officials in today's contest by cheering in a positive manner for your team. Please refrain from the use of any sexist, racist, homophobic, derogatory language, including personal comments directed toward any individual. The administration of the Somerset School District, specifically today's contest manager, reserve the right to remove any individual violating this conduct policy or demonstrating any other form of inappropriate behavior. Thank you for respecting the spirit of the WIA, the Middle Border Conference, and the Somerset School District. Now, let's start with the starting lineups for the Osceola Chieftains. He's a senior, number 2, Ethan Hall. Senior, number 3, AJ Gross. Senior, number 13, Brayden Mort. Senior, number 22, Tegan Hebron. Senior, number 34, Connor Brown. The Chieftains are coached by Tyler Olson. He's assisted by Greg Cumlin, Brad Beecher, Joel Resnick, and Roger Cumlin. At this time, we'd like to wish a special welcome to our youth basketball players. We are super excited to have you here for the game. Kindergarten through second grade ran their season from December to February. 49 players participated. 5 Saturdays in a row, working on skills and drills and playing games, dishing, swishing, jamming and slamming. Along with 20 of our high school varsity volunteers. Our 3rd and 4th graders had 28 players, 4 total teams, 4 Saturday local tournaments. Great job, gentlemen. You are the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Steph Curry's in the audience. Minnesota, a 6'5" senior guard, number 2, Dylan Lasha. From Stillwater, Minnesota, a 6' senior guard, number 3, Caden Bryant. From St. Paul, Minnesota, a 6'3.5" junior guard, number 13, Caden from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, a 6'2" senior forward, number 25, Jameson White. And from Cross, Wisconsin, a 6'2" senior power forward, number 34, David Galley. The Spartans are coached by Troy Wick. He's assisted by Corey Freider, Jeff Nicolette, Coulter Road, and Jeremy Lesher. The team managers are Grace Abrahamson, Leah Ellison, and Eva Wadley. Tonight's WIA officials, dressed in the stripes, are Steve Cox, Jeremy Order, and Tony Wurzbach.
And there you have it, folks. Jeremy Lesha on the mic as the PA announcer here. Always does a fantastic job. And Osceola controls out of the tip. Should be an exciting one here. Big implications, as we talked about earlier. Just should be a fun basketball game on this Friday evening. Second to last home game for the Spartans this season, at least in the regular season. Hoping for some playoff games. Nice pass. Could not quite get the finish to go. And the Spartans flying down the court. Long pass goes there. Another foul or turnover. And making another turnover. Jameson Wink wide open down the court. Goes up. Doesn't have an open look. Back out to Gebheim. Gebheim will take it to the lane, goes up, and draws the foul. Ooh, jeez. Hoping that he's okay after that one. That one was scary. Flew into the wall there.
The door, yeah.
Almost was kind of tripped, it looks like, and wasn't able to fully stop himself. That will be the first foul on this one. Connor Brown, the 6'5" senior, draws the foul. First one good for Kamen.
Shooting about 70% from the line this year.
Not a bad number for the big man. All seniors starting for Osceola. Spartans with 4 seniors and the junior Kane Donnelly. Misses the second one, and the Spartans lead 1-0 here early on. Osceola looking to get their first points on the board. Spartans coming out in the man-to-man defense. Majority of their defensive sets have looked like this season. Good job not allowing any open looks on the perimeter. Off the screen there. Good switches. In the lane, no good. Spartans fighting for the rebound, and Jameson Wink comes down with it. Kane Donnelly, the junior, pushes the ball up the court. Back out to Krybeck. Krybeck will take the long three. It's long. On the deep three, Wink playing tenacious defense. Lesha, they're going to call a foul on the floor here. Second foul already for Osceola, less than a minute and a half into this one.
So aggressive and quick to start here. Would expect nothing less in this middle border conference fight.
Absolutely. Lesha gets the ball, hands off around the corner, bobbled handoff. That's surprisingly not a travel, but the Spartans maintain possession somehow regardless.
Sliding across the court like a penguin on ice.
That's right. Kind of traveling with the ball as you slide there. Spartans being a bit more patient in this offensive set, poking and prodding at the Osceola defense, something that they are definitely known for on the season. Gabheim no good. Fight for the loose ball goes to Osceola. The Chieftains have given up an average of 49 points per game, a pretty solid number for middle border play. Offensively, though, they only average about 54 points per game. I got an interesting stat about scoring differential that I'll bring up here later.
Nice.
But
speaking of scoring, a classic 2 minutes into a game, that 1-0 score, that common basketball score.
That's right. Gabheim goes up, does not connect. Vibrocht able to get the first 2 points here for Osceola. Out to Gabheim. Opening in the lane, can't quite get it to go. Tegan Vibrocht is the leading scorer for Osceola. He averages just over 11 points per game on 49% shooting from the field. Patiently waiting. Wide open three. Up. No good off the back of the rim. Gabheim skies for that rebound. Kryback will push. Drive in the lane. Along the baseline. Dishes back out. Lesha trying to get something going here. Instead, out to Gabheim. They're going to give Gabheim some space on the perimeter. Wink along the baseline. Back to Lesha. He'll set it back up again. Kryback around the perimeter. The Spartans go. Trying to find an opening, a crease to dribble drive into the paint. Kind of the bread and butter of their offense. They like to drive, they like to penetrate, they like to dish out to their shooters. But it's not been easy so far. Whoa, Nelly. Jeez. Talk about an athletic move that could have gone poorly for Tegan Vibrocht. Vibrocht, I should say.
Luckily, there was no one in those chairs.
Yeah, wow. Going all out here because this is a big one. This game matters a lot for teams that want to have a home field or home court advantage and just to get some good momentum here at the end of the season. You want to be playing your best basketball at the end. And the Spartans certainly have on that 5-game winning streak. Winners of 7 of their last 8 as well. Wink drives back out.
Gosh, Spartans not able to get anything inside right now.
Yep.
And then, of course, they say
nice shot fake, counted in the foul. Kane Donnelly heading to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Talk about a powerful move.
I love it when the play proves me wrong.
But I think it really came down to the Spartans being patient and waiting for their opportunity. Free throw no good. So the Spartans will have the lead here, 3-2, with under 14 to go.
See, Osceola's been playing really good handsy defense to disrupt some of these simple passes that the Spartans are used to being able to achieve.
Yes, and scouting the stat line, Osceola's bread and butter is their defense. At least that's what it appears like looking at the statistics. But the Spartans are trying to hold up defensively as well. Fighting through off-ball screens, doing a good job of staying with their man, staying with their guy. Nice help side defense there. 3-point up. Oh, hits the front rim and goes in. That's Ethan Hall for 3.
I was kind of just watching Kane Donnelly play defense there. He looked like he was running through an obstacle course trying to stay with his guy.
All of those off-ball screens, just got to fight through them. Dylan stuck there, and it'll be a jump ball. The Spartans will get possession back here. And we will see a baseline out of bounds play here. That's going to be a moving screen by Lesha, I believe. Lesha was kind of backing up as the ball was being inbounded to try to make himself look kind of aloof as to what was going on, but the officials were all over that one, and the Spartans get their first foul of the game. Vibrocht shot fake. Osceola not really trying to get anything going in the paint as they are spreading it out around the perimeter. That's a wide open three. Look up and good.
Why not do it if it keeps working?
That's right. That's Ashton Gross for three. I will say, Osceola on the season shooting 28% from three. Not the best percentage by any means. Over and back. Another turnover for the Spartans. Not how they wanted the last couple of minutes to go. But that's the thing. You can't press. You can't let those turnovers happen because you know that your shots will eventually fall, and you know that Osceola is not going to hit on every single shot that they take as well. But you know what, Wallen? A place where you're going to hit it every time, exactly what you need, Wisconsin Credit Union. Wisconsin Credit Union is proud to inspire better in the Somerset community. With the philosophy of people helping people, Wisconsin seeks to enrich members, communities, and employees with the resources and support to achieve financial wellness. Wherever you are on your financial journey, Wisconsin is honored to be a part of it. That's why you can always count on Wisconsin. Big thank you to Wisconsin Credit Union, not just sponsoring Somerset Athletics, but the Spartan live stream as well.
They've been with us for a while.
They have, I think this is their third year with us. Good times. Spartans need to get a stop here defensively and turn some of that defense into offense, as they have looked lost at times for the majority of the time, I would say, on offense so far in this one. A team that is prolific at scoring, averaging just about 70 points per game, and Jamison Wink is trying to get that defense to turn into offense there. Osceola backs off. They're content with just kind of taking their time here. Oh, but not there as they turn the ball over, heading back the other way. Lesha spin move up and in. Big bucket by the senior. Dylan Lesha gets the 2 points, and he'll look to make it 3. Those are his first points in this one.
Hit the circle button for the spin move there.
That's right. And he made it look smooth. Just what the doctor ordered for Somerset there, as they're only down by 2, and they're coming out in the full court press. The 2-2-1. Looking to make some traps, looking to make Osceola kind of force it a little bit. Every additional second on that other side of the court induces anxiety. Wink with a nice deflection there. Jamison Wink playing some really good defense on the perimeter here for Somerset, kind of harassing the Osceola players. Certainly not making the passes easy. As Hall will take it. Looking to dish out to Gross. Wink on Gross, playing tough. There it is. Wink up to Donnelly, just barely staying in bounds there. Oh my goodness. That would have been an incredible finish, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Donnelly missed his lone free throw earlier in this one. He's shooting about 56% from the charity stripe.
Osceola's 5th foul.
Wow. Averaging about a foul per minute here so far. Spartans only down by 1. Donnelly has a better field goal percentage than free throw percentage, which is not great. Misses the second one there. He must have heard me. Sorry, Kane, didn't mean to jinx it. 11 minutes to go in this one, just over that is, and Osceola with the 1-point lead. Looking to add on. 3 from the perimeter. Front iron, no good. Offensive board on that long rebound. Nice job by Osceola flying in. And another one, tipped, deflected. The Spartans have done a good job defensively getting those turnovers. And Donnelly gets it to go. Spartans with their first lead since that 1-0 lead we saw earlier. I suppose they were winning 3-2 as well.
Yep.
But it has been a while. Not a whole lot of offense here in this one. And make it another turnover, as Osceola has turned it over now on back-to-back possessions. And the Spartans will look to capitalize. Kryback with the ball. Instead, it'll be Kane Donnelly with the ball. Overloading one side of the court are the Spartans, looking to set up their offense. Into Lesho, picked off. A true interception of the basketball there by Ashton Gross.
Like a safety over the middle.
Yeah. Wide open lane for Gross. Doesn't finish, though. Dishes back out. And Osceola's back to moving it around the perimeter.
I say that was odd. It almost looked like they wanted him to drive to the
Yeah.
basket there.
Yeah, it did. That would be a foul on Donnelly. This is first, only the second foul for the Spartans here. Non-shooting foul, of course. So Osceola will maintain possession, and they will look to get an easy bucket, and they do there. That's a nice baseline out-of-bounds play or blob that they executed there. Graydon Mork got the bucket to go, number 13. Lesha through the lane, through the defenders, up and in. 5 points for Dylan Lesha now. Excuse me. Osceola down by 1. This one is going to be back and forth, I think, all night, Wallen. So, folks, I hope you got the popcorn, because this one's going to be a fun one. Bucket goes there. That's number 4, Caleb Earlbeck, a sophomore for Osceola. 6'4" sophomore, number 4. Grover left wide open on the perimeter. Grover getting his first minutes here in this one. That's a tough pass there as Lesha is fighting for it, and that'll be another jump ball. This time goes to Osceola. I get that the Spartans need to get the ball inside, but it feels like at times they are still forcing it.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, they were the one opportunity they really got a clean look in there was being patient, playing around the outside, letting to see what happened, and
moving without the ball, kind of setting those screens.
I say Osceola's athletic enough to move with some of our speedsters.
Yes.
So the quick transition game really hasn't been there that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, they got back very quick on that. It's a very good point, good observation. Nice dish in. Grover gets the bucket.
Got to have Grover cut to the basket more.
So, I mean, they leave Grover kind of just chilling all by himself out in the perimeter. If he's cutting in, you got to be anticipating it a little bit, and they did not anticipate on that one. But that is way too easy for Osceola, as Mork just has a free entry into the paint.
What's the over-under on lead changes in this one?
Oh, gosh. I wish we would have started counting it from the beginning. I'm going to have to look back at the first half during halftime to talk about all the different lead changes. That might be a worthwhile venture for us.
Jamison with the skip pass there like he was chucking wood over his
Oh,
shoulder.
big block. Up, no good. Oh, boy. Got all wrapped up there. Obviously no intent, but Krybeck draws the foul, his first. And since we called out Osceola for all those fouls, nothing. They played clean basketball for the last 3 minutes or so. And this has been a fast-paced first half. My goodness. 13-14. I'm going to start keeping track of lead changes on my little scoring sheet right here. Nice pass. Ooh, turnover there. Have to say, everything I've heard about Osceola is they're an incredibly coached team. They're a very back to fundamentals style team. Oh, and our student section is reminding them of those fundamentals right now. But they're a team that capitalizes on other teams' mistakes. And so far, they've been able to do that at times, but the turnovers seem uncharacteristic of this Osceola squad, allowing Somerset to very much stay right in the thick of things with this game. Out to Wink, bobbles that one. Back around the perimeter. The Spartans are being patient here, waiting for something to develop. Gebheim goes up, no good. Nice rebound by Grover. What an offensive board by the senior number 12, Aiden Grover on that one. Big three up. That one's long again. Grover fighting for it. Can't quite get it to go. Spartans are struggling to get back more so than the Chieftains are for sure. Ooh, nice block there by Gebheim. He pushes up to Donnelly. Will Donnelly go coast to coast? He gets picked. Oh, and they're going to call a foul there on Ethan Hall. A late foul of sorts, too. But a foul nonetheless. That's 6. The second one for Hall. Donnelly checks out, Lesha back in. Spartans still operating with only 6 players so far in this half, as they don't have a tradition, as tradition has been in the past, a very deep bench. We may see only 7 or 8 players for the Spartans in this one.
I believe there's been 9 score changes up to
Excellent.
this point.
Thank you.
Turnover there. Sorry.
No, you're good. Turnover by the Spartans, and it seems like neither team really wants the ball for periods of this game. And Osceola just does a great job of moving without the ball. Setting screens for each other, making cuts, constant movement, which just taxes and pressures the opposing defense. That's an easy foul call there.
Be
on
Dylan's
Lesha.
second.
Nope. He's got to be careful here. Does not want to pick up that third foul before going into half.
No, that would drastically change the Spartan offense there.
Yeah, that could potentially neutralize the Spartan second leading scorer in Lesha, who averages just under 18 points a game, 17.9 to be exact. That one doesn't get the friendly roll, as Lesha will check out and the Spartan leading scorer, Kane Donnelly, checks in. He's averaging 18.6 on the season. The Spartan student section is doing their best to get in the head of Osceola, but it doesn't work there. As Mork hits his second free throw, he has 5 points, leading all Osceola scorers.
I always love to see Dylan Livingston, a lineman, living out his quarterback dreams there.
That's right, yep. Calling out the cadence.
Yeah.
Oh, bobbled there by Donnelly, tipped out of bounds, heading right back to
There's
Somerset.
those quick hands again, getting
That's
in
right.
there, disrupting.
Just being a nuisance at times, making everything difficult for the Spartans.
We're used to seeing maybe 1 or 2 players that have that kind of wherewithal to keep fighting through and playing that tight defense, but it seems to be team-wide here for
Everyone.
Osceola.
It is from the top to the bottom on this team. And they're just making these passes difficult even for Somerset. Donnelly fighting for it there, not able to get it to go. Geez, maximum effort by Donnelly, just could not get that one to go down. Yeah, that's an easy call there on Jamison Wink. That'll be his first foul. 5th foul for the Spartans. So they've almost matched Osceola's total here now in the first half. 13-15 it is. Driving Osceola up, big block there. Gebheim has had a couple of them here tonight. The big man is certainly doing his job in the paint. Gebheim will look to drive. That's going to be an offensive foul. Nice job setting the feet there is Tegan Vibrock. Not just the leading scorer, but also good on defense.
Came in looking like he's trying to dive over the pylon there.
Yeah. Kamen, you're not playing fullback out there. And he'll take a seat. As we should have, we have Sawyer Fox checking into the game. Have not seen him a whole lot this season. But he has scored 20 points on the season so far, so he's had some action.
He had a pretty impressive JV game tonight as well.
Yes. That's a nice finish there. And Mork is kind of putting on a clinic here at times, driving to the hoop. Wallen, you'll appreciate this reference, but Mork kind of putting on a Jack. Geez, now I'm going to ruin the reference here.
Really killing it over there.
Well, who is the guy that drew all the charges?
Oh, Jack Cook.
Put on a Jack Cook clinic. I apologize if Jack is listening.
You're talking Jack Dawson from Titanic.
No. Definitely a basketball reference is what I'm going to go with. Fox, nice finish there. Just when they needed him, he gets the bucket to go. But Jack Cook just used to be so fantastic at finding an open seam and driving into the lane. You used to be like, how did he get there?
Mm-hmm.
How did he slide through the defenders? And Mork is kind of doing something similar here tonight. He has 7 points. Fox gets it to go. Spartans only down by 1 after the 3-point play by number 11, Sawyer Fox. The junior getting a big bucket there. Oh, blocked, heading to the free throw line.
Will that be on Donnelly? His second.
Yep. Graydon Mork is the second leading scorer for Osceola, averaging 10.6. This one goes. Mork has a 54% free throw percentage. Oh, it's the Omaha got him, but Osceola gets the offensive rebound. Tough break for Somerset. 3 is up. Oh, 3 is good. Vibrock hits the 3. And what do we have here?
I don't know what a W hand signal is. Something with Jamison, number 25 for Somerset.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
I don't think it was a foul. But Donnelly's coming off the court now. And
Oh, it could be, I mean, variety of things that it could
Yep.
be, I suppose, but they're definitely talking to Jamison about something. But the Spartans down by 5 here with under 4 to go. Need to get something going offensively on this set. Lesha, nothing available for him, no outlet. Krybeck moves to get to him. Spartan offense just looking stagnant at times here. Grover, floater, back iron, no good. And Osceola will look to add to their lead. Vibrock lined up the 3, thought better of it. We'll give it to his scoring pal, Mork. Looking for any opening, but content with running some clock here. That was a nice look by Vibrock, and no box out as number 1, Hunter Bradway, gets the bucket to go. And that forces Somerset to take their second time out of the half. Goodness. Not what you want to see from Somerset here. But let's take some time to thank one of our sponsors. Let's talk about Northwood Technical College. If you're looking for a quality, affordable college education, look no further than Northwood Tech. We offer more than 60 programs in high-demand fields like healthcare, technology, business, and manufacturing. We have a strong commitment to student success with small class sizes and experienced instructors who are dedicated to helping you reach your goals. Our students graduate with the skills and knowledge they need to get high-paying jobs in their chosen field. Visit northwoodtech.edu to learn more today.
I gotta say, our student section's kind of killing it tonight. They are engaged. They are here in numbers. They are participating.
I mean, it's got to help that it is a student appreciation night. So the students, if they stay past halftime, those that were in the office earlier today got a voucher, and that's good for one item, $2 or less at the concession stand.
Yeah,
so
pretty cool.
it's a fun promotion. I think it's a really good idea. And Kane Donnelly is back out.
Changing his cleats. Needs the longer ones for the grass.
There we go.
Slipping around out there on the turf.
Indeed. Don't want to see it, but the Spartans also don't want to see that they're down by 7.
Every time the Packers have to go play the Bears.
Got to change those cleats. That's right. Good old Soldier Field. Under 3 to go. Spartans doing a good job of being patient here. Into Lesha, not a good look for him though, has to go back out. I'm surprised Kamen doesn't think about taking that. Into Fox. Fox goes up strong, not able to go. Boy, 2 offensive, or at least Gebheim with a wide open look, but they settle for a Sawyer Fox look. And the Spartans could not get it to go there. I mean, nothing against Sawyer Fox, a good basketball player in his own right. That'll be a timeout, but the Spartans have 4 players that average at least double digits in points. And they are just looking lost out there. I mean, to Osceola's credit, did hold Somerset to only 44 points earlier this season. That has to be one of the lower scoring totals for the Spartans in their in conference play. But speaking of this being a close game, interesting stat that we found, again, thanks to Wisp Sports. Osceola has 10 conference victories. 9 of those 10 conference victories have been decided by 5 points or less.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
How about that?
There's a 19-point victory against Baldwin Woodville.
Okay.
That kind of was a blowout, of course.
Sure.
But every other game, 5 points or less in terms of conference victories.
Wow.
So very interesting. Osceola plays everyone close. It's something that the guys were talking about throughout this week, as this was kind of the big talker with some of these boys basketball players throughout this week, as they didn't have any other games this week.
Right.
It was all a build-up to this one right here. Osceola on the flip side, we alluded to it during the warm-up.
To say it was almost like that kind of common vibe we get during football season where you're looking forward to that Friday night game.
That's right. Lesha up and in, going all the way after the turnover. Lesha up to 7 points now. And now only 44 points away from 1,000. Getting the official countdown here. Ooh, nice elevation there. And thought that one might not go in, but Vibrock gets it to go. Additionally, after we've talked about the lead change thing, hasn't been a lead change.
Nope, I know. We're
just killing it. Up and in, Lesha. Lesha's putting the team on his back scoring-wise here. And he's ready to go on defense as well. Oh, and that's where the Spartan zone did not help them at all, as they weren't able to get back, and Earlbeck gets the 2. Oh, Donnelly has a different jersey on. That's what they had to go do.
maybe some blood on the jersey or something like that.
That could be, yep. Lesha. Oh, just not a wise pass there by the senior. Dribble drive. They just kind of granted him free access to the paint, which we've seen multiple times in this one. Coach Wink has to be thinking, what are we doing, guys? They get a 9-point lead for Osceola, as the Spartans at times appear to be just clearing out the lane. I know that Osceola has hit a decent amount of threes in this one so far, but if we're playing the law of averages here, block up the lane, let him take those threes, as Gebheim answers on the other end. See if the Spartans can get a little bit of momentum going here with a stop of Osceola with 10 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that is certainly not how the Spartans wanted this first half to end, but it is kind of symptomatic of how a majority of that first half went for them. So definitely some adjustments to be made.
Reset time.
Yep, reset the mindset, reset some of the offensive and defensive game plan, and we'll see how it goes. We thank you folks so much for tuning into the Spartan live stream. We are going to take a quick break up here. We will be right back right before the second half. All right, welcome back, folks, for the second half. Getting ready to rock and roll here. We're getting started, according to the Black Eyed Peas.
Solid comeback from break there.
Thank you. Doing my best on this Friday.
This is basketball.
They do call this basketball.
31-22, second period. Here we go.
Spartans
Second
have
half.
18 minutes to turn the tide a little bit here. Let's see the adjustments they make coming out of halftime. Krybeck with the ball. Nothing going there. Wink passes it to Gebheim, back to Donnelly, who's rocking number 35 because something happened to his other jersey. Donnelly short there. Spartans get their own rebound. Going back up. It's good. Great start by Kane Donnelly as he'll go back to the line once again. 7 points for Donnelly, looking to make it 8. That's the third foul for Connor Brown, who is a presence in the paint. That one goes for Donnelly.
He has done a good job limiting those because I think he got those first two very early on in the first half.
Yeah. Osceola with their first offensive possession of the half. They're looking to make some adjustments as well. Lesha with the tip. Dish out. Charge drawn. Gebheim with the good positioning there. And 2 quick fouls for Osceola here. Spartans down by 6. And they have certainly started out the first or second half how they wanted to up to this point. Wink setting the screen for Donnelly. Mork fights right through it. Krybeck back to Wink. Wink dishes back to Krybeck, who will drive, look to dish back out. Gebheim will drive. Osceola knows that Gebheim's not going to take those threes, so having him out on the perimeter like that, they're not concerned. Oh, as that one kind of slips out of Lesha's hand. Could have been deflected or kind of tipped out as well. But certainly not what Dylan Lesha wanted on that offensive set. Lesha with 9 points, most by the Spartans in this one so far. Continuing to chase that 1,000 point is Lesha. Ooh, and Gebheim's going to get called on kind of a late foul there. That'll be the Spartans' first foul in the second half. His second. No Spartans in serious foul trouble as of yet, but a couple of players with 2 fouls. Out, 3 up. No good. Boy, I think that Ethan Hall wanted the foul there, but did not get it. And the Spartans have not had really any transition opportunities in this one, which is impressive, to say the least. Nice pass, up and in. Good job by Gebheim there to get the bucket with the contact.
Up to 5 points.
Came in averaging 10.6 points per game. As the Spartans down only by 4 now. Looking to hold Osceola once again here. Spartans have been doing a good job of playing defense so far in the second half. Haven't allowed any Osceola points.
Thought you were going to jinx it
Yeah,
right there.
boy, I thought so too. Offensive rebound, though, as Osceola's had a couple of clutch offensive boards as well. Gebheim fighting in the paint with Brown. Almost a turnover there. Oh, and then wow. I cannot believe Caden Krybeck did not get called for a foul there with the body. Oh, good defense. Unfortunately, ends with a wide open pass. A nice finish there by Osceola. Donnelly with the ball, surveying the defense. Lesha to Wink. Into Gebheim, who's kind of stuck. Back out to Lesha. Some quick passes here by the Spartans. Ooh, as Wink kind of loses that one. Who comes up with it? Osceola does. And they get the 2 points. Man, for as good as the first couple minutes were, the Spartans have not been doing well now. As that's an air ball there. Wink tries to save it. Krybeck is able to. Wow. Good team effort there by the Spartans to save that one.
Tiptoe through the tulips there on the sideline.
That's right. Oh, that's a good look by Gebheim, but can't get it to go. Man, the Spartans are just not putting together good offensive sets here. Got to give a shout out to Zach Eichten. We appreciate the compliment, sir, and we appreciate you listening in and watching with us. It is always a pleasure to be able to broadcast these games for the Somerset community. We don't do it for the compliments, but
No,
that's very
a nice
we
one.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. Eichten.
And the entire Eichten family at home. I'm guessing that Nolan Eichten is watching as well. Nice turnover, nice pick off there as the Spartans come back the other way.
Go Gadget reach there. Oh, boy.
Man, it's those are fun when they hit, but when they don't, that's tough. Good idea by the Spartans and Lesha as he can fly with the best of them, but couldn't get it to go.
I thought that was going to be a slam down there.
I thought so too. That's a block, but it goes back to Osceola. Almost out of bounds, but they'll set it right back up again. 8-point lead for the Chieftains, 13 to go. What started as a good beginning of the second half for Somerset has turned into kind of the different half, same story.
Yep. Aiden
Lesha.
Grover looking to check in at the next opportunity.
Into Wink. And that's another turnover.
Something to look at here. Caden Krybeck, 0 points.
That's shocking.
Usually a 3-point machine.
Teams know to key in on him, and Osceola has done an amazing job of guarding the perimeter. Osceola has done an amazing job of playing defense in general. You can see why they have a lot of close games. I mean, this one would be the second biggest victory in terms of scoring differential if it ended right now for Osceola on the season. But, that's another three. Boy, Coach Wink has got to call a timeout here pretty soon. As you can tell, the guys are just kind of frustrated at this point. What? Just curious what some of these guys are doing offensively. Gotta ask, is that really the look that you want there by Gebheim? But he'll go to the line. He was able to draw the foul. Wink will check out here. I think something that we might be seeing here. Obviously, the boys got a good break there at halftime, but the Spartans have only played with 7 guys so far. And that has to, I mean, you're coming off a week off of basketball, which helps, obviously. But these guys, some of these guys look kind of gassed. I mean, obviously, the fact that Osceola makes you earn every inch and every pass can be taxing as well.
They're saying Sawyer Fox, that 7th guy, was really only in for about 2-3 minutes there.
Yep, we're about to see the 8th player check into the game for Somerset. It'll be Kellen Donnelly, the younger Donnelly. And he'll check in for Gebheim as the Spartans are kind of going with a
very different body types going there.
Smaller lineup here. As Grover's really the only true post player in the game now.
Kellen Donnelly pretty quick, though. Can probably match some of the speed that's shown on the court so far.
That's right. Looking to open up some passing lanes a little bit. As, boy, Krybeck was close to his first points in this one. 3 up. No good. Good battle there for the offensive board. But it'll be Osceola ball. Heading back the other way. They're looking to add on here. Wide open 3. Short. Donnelly with the rebound. Oh, and they're calling. Oh, nope. We're going to correct that one. Heading back the other way. Oh, wow. In the middle of the gym wall, and I don't know if you can see that, but that something just busted out of the ceiling. You see, folks at home probably can't see this either, so it's not going to make for a very good broadcast. But
I'm going to go.
Do you see the thing dangling?
Yeah,
up
I'm going to
there?
go tell somebody about that.
Okay, good call. Yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere. Lesha trying to get it to go. Nothing going. Nope. Heading back the other way. Osceola still up by 10. Moving the ball around the perimeter here. Ooh, and that one deflected, but Osceola will maintain possession. I mean, if I'm Osceola, I'm probably trying to kill some clock here as well. You don't want to fully stall your offense, but that will be a foul. That is the third foul for Krybeck. Not what the Spartans want to see here. And it will be number 2, Ethan Hall, going to the line. And one of the many seniors for Osceola. Hall up to 9 points now. He's had a couple of big threes in this one. Krybeck and Lesha checks out. Cohen Ronning checking in. Seeing his first action in the varsity game. That one up and good. Making a 12-point lead for Osceola. Out to Donnelly, Kellen Donnelly, to his brother Kane Donnelly. Just feel at times it's a lot of dribbling for Somerset and not a lot of passing. Oh, no good again. That'll be a foul. Coach Wink not happy. That's the third foul for Donnelly. On the scoreboard, it says number 13 because that is Kane's regular number.
Yep.
But he had to switch jerseys here in the first half. I'm assuming Superintendent Donnelly has been notified.
She has.
Some of the students noticed it too. Just saw it kind of violently swinging back and forth from the ceiling. Oh, that's going to be deflected, heading back the other way as Ronning wasn't able to grab that one. Boy, the Spartans just look lost right now.
Yeah, Osceola seems very content in their game plan of what they're doing, executing the way they want to.
Well, with a 12-point lead, you can really slow it down. But that certainly helps Somerset. Miscommunication there as V. Brock cuts one way when his teammate thought he was going the other way. Donnelly inbounding to Donnelly. Grover out to Gebheim. Back to Grover. Boy, I mean, you can tell with Osceola they're choosing how they use their effort on defense because they don't even have their hands up when Aiden Grover has the ball. But when Kane Donnelly has it, they are on him in his pocket almost.
Yep, seem to be well coached, well scouted.
They know what the Spartans are going to do offensively. And that'll be a full timeout for Osceola, and that gives us an opportunity to thank our final sponsor, Countryside Plumbing and Heating. Whatever temperatures this winter brings, whatever technical issues arise, whatever heating solutions make the most sense, Countryside Plumbing and Heating, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer, is ready to help. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, we'll do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. With Countryside Plumbing and Heating, you'll get more than just a technician. You'll get someone who pays attention to your needs, someone who has the right training and support, and someone who is backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Nobody understands the ins and outs of home comfort like we do, so whatever your situation, your address, or your budget, we have the right solution for you. Schedule an appointment today by calling Countryside Plumbing and Heating at
715-260-3335.
or by visiting www.countrysideph. Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. And the Spartans need to do whatever it takes here to get back in this game, as a 12-point lead for Osceola will not do if you are a member of the Somerset Spartan faithful fan base. $9:10 to go here. Spartans need to turn the momentum here quickly. And they're going to try to do it with a half-court trap. It's working well so far as it's frustrated Osceola, and it will be jump ball back to the Chieftains. Good defense there by the Spartans. We'll see if they show that look more often here in the last 9 minutes of this one. Ball all over the place here. Gebheim picks it up, tries to go all the way, and oh wow, the Spartans somehow get that one back. Gebheim, nice shot fake, up and in. Big bucket there by Gebheim. Lead down to 10, 8 points for Kamen, the senior. Half-court press again in that trap. 1-2-2 almost. Nice passing by Osceola. Sound like a broken record here, but they've been doing it all night. Nice pass. Wow. That is a nice dish.
Uh-huh.
And a nice finish by Osceola. Wow. Boy, and the frustrating thing is we know that Somerset can play like that too.
Yep.
We've seen it many times this season, but they're just struggling to put it all together. Wink for three. It's good! Big three there by Jamison Wink. He says, if you're going to leave me out there, I'm just going to take it.
Yep.
And boy, that one, the net barely moved.
You're right.
Nothing but air for Jamison Wink on that one. Oh, and then he promptly gets a foul right there. I think Jamison was all hyped up after that one.
Jamison's second foul. Donnelly checking back into the game.
To Jamison's credit, he is now 3 for 6 from beyond the
that?
arc, shooting 50%.
Holy moly.
Oh my goodness, and it will be Spartan ball here, pushed up. Nice shot fake, up and in. The Spartans doing what they need to on the last couple of offensive sets to get things going. Kind of surprised that Osceola took that timeout, honestly.
Yeah.
It kind of played well into the hand of Somerset. They set up this half-court press. They get going offensively. They turn the tide a little bit. Oh, and a fumble there. Push up, Donnelly. It's good. The Spartans are only down by 5, and Osceola has to take another timeout.
How about that?
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? As the Spartans, in 2.5 minutes, have made this into an entirely different ballgame. And the Spartan student section is back in it as well. Good stuff.
Game of momentum.
That's right. But let's take a pause here and let's talk about our hockey teams here at Somerset,
Yeah.
as they both
Big
were
night last night.
victorious last night. Both playing at home at an early 5:30 start and an 8 o'clock start. But first round of the playoffs, both the Somerset boys team and the Western Wisconsin Stars girls team advanced. Both teams winning by a score of 4-2. Boys beating Viroqua and girls defeating Cooley Region. So the girls will be back in action at home on Tuesday next week against Hudson, a team they've lost to twice this year, but they get to host. And the boys will be traveling to River Falls on Tuesday as well. So if you like hockey, Tuesday is your day.
Those will be two very competitive, fun matchups.
Yes. Good time to be playing some good hockey. As Somerset coming out here, playing in a 2-3 zone, it looks like. A look we haven't seen from them here so far tonight just yet. But it's making the Osceola offense pause a little bit. And really, the Spartans have done a good job of switching up their defense to kind of halter this offense.
Jamison.
Wink tips it. Who gets it? It'll be Donnelly. Can he get it to go? He can! He gets the bucket to go, and he'll go to the line. Count it, and the foul for Kane Donnelly. As the juniors had some big buckets go here as of late. Oh, back iron. And it'll be a long rebound to Osceola. Spartans down by 3. Woo, a far cry from that 12-point Osceola lead earlier in this half. Back into that full court or half court press. Nice passing by Osceola. This is where it gets scary. Offensive boards. New life for the Chieftains. And they've just had some really opportunistic, important offensive rebounds. That's one of my favorite bits by the student section. doing a very good job of narrating the Osceola offense. Open three. Wow. Clutch bucket there by Ethan Hall as he brings it back to 6.
Hall up to 13 points.
A back and forth affair. Wink for 3. Oh, just off the iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Gebheim not in good position. Back out. Wide open. Krybeck for 3. Oh, that would have made the student section erupt over by us. Couldn't get to go. 5.5 to play. 6-point lead, Osceola. Still anyone's ball game here. Boy, Ethan Hall is a very impressive basketball player,
Yes.
number 2. And that'll be deflected out of bounds on Donnelly. He can't believe it. He's beside himself.
Acting ability putting up to the test here, because that dribbled up his arm, then down his arm, then through his hands out of bounds.
Under 5 to go in this one. 6-point lead, Osceola. You can probably hear the student section from my headset. They're getting involved. Up. Oh, boy. Got the hometown roll on that one. As it's back up to 9. Lesha answers right back on the other end. Grover getting ready to check in here. Lesha down to 38 points to get to 1,000. It's like when you track a hitter's quest to 3,000 hits or 500 home runs. Good defense by Somerset here. Oh, but an even better pass by Osceola.
Wow. Beautiful.
Risky pass. Wow, Lesha's able to get it though. Loses it. Heading back the other way. Vibrock. He'll dish. Up. And good. Boy, and I got to think Coach Wink's going to take a timeout here soon. As it's right back up to 11.
Game of momentum.
It is. A little bit more of a closeout there on Wink. Not just going to let him take the wide open 3 anymore. Oh, that's an offensive foul. That'll be Donnelly's 4th foul, which is just a entirely difficult situation for Somerset, and that is a technical foul on Coach Wink. Technical foul on the coach. He'll take a seat. That will be 2 free throws for Osceola, and I believe they get possession as well. That's a tough break for Somerset. This is still anyone's ball game, but if Hall can make both these free throws and they get possession back, that really swings the momentum even more towards them. An 11-point game is very different than a 13-point game where you have possession. So disappointing to see, obviously, if you're a Somerset Spartan fan. Obviously just a lot of frustration going on right now, both for those of you that are watching as Somerset fans and those that are in attendance here and on the bench and on the court.
And like you mentioned, Osceola gets to send it inbounds now.
Yeah, they could make this a 15-point game even, not trying to jinx the Somerset Spartans, but that's a foul on Krybeck.
That'll be his 4th as well.
It'll be Kellen Donnelly getting ready to check in for Krybeck. Kane Donnelly will stay in this one with 4 fouls.
Hall going right back to the line.
I mean, he's got to be the player of the game so far. But really, you can tell that this Osceola team, it's a team effort. That one doesn't go. Offensive rebound, putback is good. But the Spartans need to turn this around quick. They need some outside shooting, and it's hard to do that when your best three-point shooter is on the bench. Triple teamed is Lesha, and he can't get it to go. 3 minutes left in this one. Looked like the Spartans were almost looking to foul there, but don't know if that's really, guess I don't really know what else they can do. As Osceola continues to do a really good job of moving the ball. Tell you what, Wallen, from just scouting the stat line, we've talked about it a little bit here so far. I will be honest, I was not incredibly impressed with Osceola. That really small point differential.
Right.
Only shooting 41.6% from the field on the season.
Say the stats do not match the
No,
effort
the
game
output
that
we're
Osceola
seeing
has.
here.
Yep.
Only a 61% free throw shooting team, below 30% from three. Struggling as of late, but they played a really good game here tonight.
But if you move the way Osceola's been moving this whole game,
yeah, I guess none of those stats really point to their strength, which is their defense.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the only allowing less than 50 points a game, I guess, shows that, but they have played a really good game here. They ended the first half really well.
Mm-hmm.
They've been able to they kept with the barrage that Somerset had there about the halfway point in the second half.
Right.
And they've played some really good basketball. Makes sense that they are kind of right at the top with Prescott in the Middle Border Conference right now. That'll be a jump ball to Somerset. Krybeck will check back in here as Somerset is definitely in need of a Caden Krybeck 3 or 5. Cohen Ronning in as well. He does pose an outside threat from 3, so we could see him put up some shots. But again, Osceola has done a really good job of limiting any outside opportunities, or inside opportunities for that matter, because Spartans have had a lot of shots in front of the bucket, and they've been deflected and tipped.
Do we only have the one three-pointer?
I think you're right.
Jameson's?
I think that's correct. I believe Jameson's 3 is the only made 3 in this one so far for Somerset. As Osceola is content with just spreading it out and running clock. And it looks like the Spartans are not planning on fouling here. Oh, wide open. That's good. Well, certainly not the output you were hoping for if you are a Somerset Spartan fan, as Krybeck gets, I believe, his first points of the game.
Yep.
Which is kind of indicative of why the score is what it is.
Right. As
Krybeck averages around 15 points a game for Somerset, as it will be a full timeout. But that gives us an opportunity to talk about the girls basketball team. They did lose last night on the road at Amory without Julia Rybacki in that one, but it sounds like she will be back and ready to go for their playoff run. The girls will be back in action next week, at least in terms of live streams, as they have a Friday playoff game, and that their opponent for that one still to be set. Could be facing off against Amory, who they just lost to by 11 points, or it could be against St. Croix Central. So should be an interesting one there, but the Spartans get to host that one, and if they win that one, not that we're looking ahead, but that would mean probably a rematch with the Prescott Cardinals, who just had the Spartans number for the last couple of years. So that would be a fun one, and the Spartans would host that as they got the 2 seed in their playoff bracket. So, yeah, this game right here, this boys game, will definitely have seed implications over the weekend. I believe they're meeting on Sunday.
That seems right.
To kind of set the seeding there. But when we're back on Monday, where the boys play against Eau Claire Regis, we will get you all up to date on all things playoffs.
I believe that's senior night, parent night kind of stuff too, happening on Monday.
That's right. And boy, it's tough to say now, but we were kind of hoping for a potential Dylan Lesha 1,000 point in that one, but may not be meant to be in that contest.
Donnelly takes the seat.
Yep. As the Spartans are down by 14 with 1:10 to go. Gross will shoot some free throws. He has 5 points tonight. So yeah, Spartans back in action on Monday. Not their last regular season game. I believe their second to last regular season game. They'll be on the road against Amory later next week. Looking to get some things right here before the playoffs. Donnelly for three. It's good. Nice three by Kellen Donnelly there. Let's see if that's his first three-pointer of his varsity high school career.
It is not. He's 2 for 8. So now three for
9. 33% with some quick math. Osceola will continue the gauntlet of games that they have been going through as they get the weekend, but then on Monday they will be taking on Prescott at home.
Gosh.
So obviously it won't have any impact on seeding, but that game I think will really come down to who has the middle border regular season conference crown. As Prescott, I believe, is 10-1 in the middle border, and Osceola 10-2. Somerset 8-4, currently in third. But yeah, unfortunately, this matchup here tonight between the second and third team in the Middle Border Conference has not been quite as competitive in the second half as we hoped for.
Holy moly, we almost cracked 200 people watching tonight.
Wow. And this is a big game here. And again, we said it a couple times, we appreciate the support, folks. In the 5th year of the Spartan live stream, we've come a long way. But throughout it all, we've had an absolute blast.
Absolutely.
And we probably wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for the support that we have received from the community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll keep on doing it for as long as we can. Boy, this last minute and a half has been about 10 minutes. As I get the Spartans' point, only down by 11. It will be Mork to shoot 2 as the Chieftains will be in double bonus for the rest of this one. That one goes. Mork's up to 13 points. Second one up, no good. Kellen Donnelly with the rebound. He'll push up to Krybeck, who gets it to Lesha. Lesha will take the three, it's up. Oh, bank not quite open for Lesha. Offensive board, Krybeck looking to go up with it, he does. Oh, and that's just how the Spartan game has gone so far. Good look, can't get it to go. Donnelly, shot fake, deeper three, up. No good again. The Spartans had plenty of looks there, it will be a foul. Excuse me. That'll be number 22. V. Brock going to the line. Third foul for Jameson Wink. And the Spartans will offload the bench here, as we will see 5 guys who have not seen action here yet tonight. Senior Talon Lane, senior Josh White, junior Nolan Teskey and Tristan Otto, and freshman Reese Anderson all checking into the game. A full line shift for the Spartans, their full switch. I think it's safe to say the Spartans will not be fouling now, as that one does not go. Offensive rebound, 20 seconds here. And it will be Osceola with the opportunity to just run this one out here, as for a majority of this second half, it's been all Osceola ball, as they've done a really good job of maintaining good possession. Not nearly as many turnovers as we saw from them in the first half. Just a well-played basketball game for them, and they come out victorious in this one. Osceola wins 58-46. Leading scorer in this one is Ethan Hall with 14 points for the senior. Played a fantastic game all around, had some fantastic dimes to his teammates, and hit a couple of really clutch three-pointers as well. So, want to give a shout out to him as our player of the game in this one for sure. And folks at home, we really want to thank you for tuning in with us on this Friday evening. It's been a pleasure broadcasting this game for you. We will be back, I should say, on Monday next week, where the Spartans will take on Eau Claire Regis, the boys basketball team in action. Want to give one more quick shout out to Izzy Osborne for being our
Absolutely.
camera operator, not just in this game, but throughout the season. She's done a fantastic job. We couldn't do this without her as well, so we want to give her a big thank you and appreciation for sure. But for Cody Wallen, my name is Will Rossmiller. Thank you, folks, so much for tuning into the Spartan live stream. We will talk to you soon. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.